about the history.
The history of Empower is really very interesting, I think. We were established in the late 90s through a group of church members and local congregations that sensed an opportunity for a new ministry here in the Birmingham area. At that time, there were a number of organizations and services that provided good work for people in need. They were focusing primarily on specific demographics: men coming out of prison, women coming from domestic violence, people with addiction. But there seemed to be a gap in services, a gap that would address the needs of men and women in our community who were struggling just living their basic life day in and day out, struggling to find and secure a decent job, struggling to provide for their children, struggling with reading or finding good health care. So Empower was developed to meet those basic needs in our community.
Tell the story.
Those numbers don't tell the whole story, however. They don't tell the story of the truck driver who can't read the directions of where to make his delivery and relies on a taxi to lead him from place to place. They don't tell the story of the young mother who is afraid because of the pain she feels in her back and she can't find a doctor to treat her. They don't tell the story of the father who can't keep a job and is struggling to provide for his family. They don't tell the story of the parents who can't read and can't read a bedtime story to the little girl. We don't deal in numbers. We deal in real people at Empower.
The need is great. We have 70,000 people in Jefferson County who do not have health insurance. And obviously we can't take care of 70,000 people. So we're trying to do our part to help those that we can. We see people that have no insurance, that have insurance but cannot afford the co-pays. We see college graduates. We see people living in shelters. We see anyone that comes in the front door and asks for medical attention.
They have really made a difference in my life. And like I don't have to worry about headaches. I don't have to worry about my pressure going up anymore because I have the right meds to keep me on the right track.
Working here at Empower, I get a feeling that I've been useful, that I have helped meet a need in the community that other people are not able to meet. My background in community health nursing allows me to know a lot about resources, health issues of people who come here as far as a population. And I think I am very effective when I come here and I help.
So it's really about resources. We help men and women to move from dependency to self-sufficiency and in any area of their life. So if they feel poverty in education, then that's where we focus. If they're feeling some sense of poverty in vocation, not knowing exactly what avenue to focus on, then that's where we start with them and help them to move to a place of self-sufficiency.
I was in the program. We had to we had to prepare a goal sheet. And I felt like that was the hardest, that was the hardest thing for me to do because I didn't understand how to make a goal. But Ms. Heather, she stayed on you, and I thank her today now for the drive that she did. And
I love working at the Education Center. I love working with the men and women. I love seeing when they get it and they have that moment where the paradigms are shifting and they start to believe that they can, and then they start to do the things that it will take to do it. I love helping them to go from a place of being stuck to a place of empowerment where they can actually accomplish whatever the goal is that they're working toward. And I love that they can give that back to their kids, to their community, to their church.
It means a lot for me to be a part of Empower Literacy Center. I love my job. I want to use an analogy. We just returned from seeing 2 seas. One sea was the Sea of Galilee, which had an outlet, and it supported life and thriving. The other sea was the Dead Sea. It had no outlet. It supported no life. Empower Literacy has given me a chance to have an outlet, to use the God-given gifts and abilities to make a difference in the lives of others, not only directly but also indirectly, as we have opportunities to train 30, 40, 50 tutors a year, each one having a chance to have a student, they in turn making a difference in this community.
Starting over again, but only this time you have the tools. So if you do get a job, you go, for instance, I went to fill out an application. Most people have to have someone with them to fill out application. They feel good when you just give me the application. I don't have to take it home. I can fill it out right there. That is a great feeling. That is extremely great feeling. And
Well, it is absolute a thrill to come alongside someone, and first of all, who just wants more and is willing to put in the effort to learn, and to see him. It's very rewarding to see him hear him talk about his life is changing, and it's opened up a world for him. So
About finances. I could talk about governance issues. I could talk about the economy. I could talk about all the things that I do day in and day out to keep an organization functioning at a high level. But what really keeps me up at night is, how do I tell the story? How do we connect the needs of faceless men and women to the broader community?
the health center at Empower is just an awesome place.
Empower have enhanced my life by knowing that I can do. Anything is possible.
I really feel like the Education Center's best gift is the fact that we are here for our community.
One word at a time. It's changing people's life. It makes a big difference in their life.
I leave here and I'm tired. I've done a good job, and I sleep well at night.
We help them to grow more than just academically, but we also offer them uniquely an opportunity to increase in their spiritual life. We're unique in that way.